I'm excited to see Suga play.
Albajosa's like, okay. Lock in.
Now he can't play Hinata anymore either. See, okay, technically the wording was
Whoever gets taken off the
whoever
court
gets
first.
taken off the court first. So Hinata technically won.
What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Rat Pack Reacts. Today we're reacting to Haikyuu episode 21. It's been about a week since we watched the last episode. I'm excited to get into it. We just got Kageyama getting subbed out, so that's gonna be exciting to witness. See how that plays out. I assume we're gonna get a lot of character development for him in the next few upcoming episodes. I want to see if Suga can bring us back and win against Albajosa. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Executing them. He's bringing some levity.
Why can't you do that? He's shutting down. It was atrocious.
Yes.
Yikes.
That's rough. Show up, start lecturing everyone. Get it together. Be better. Caught it though. Oh, he got played.
Yeah.
Is Tsukishima finally gonna lock in?
They're still down 8. That's tough.
We can close that gap. Gotta get that jump serve down, bro. Ain't no one animating that one with energy. He's already there. I was like, how are you that tall?
Yeah. He got an actual block.
He's petting him,
once.
bro.
Yeah.
So is Sugawara just reading him, bro?
Yes. That's exactly right.
Very much so.
You hit the nail on the head.
They don't gotta speak anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's such a crazy statement. Bro's been dreaming about playing.
They're pissed. They're like, who even is this guy?
Why are they not shouting exactly what they're gonna do to me anymore?
Oh, well, they got the point.
They did get the point. Ooh. Uh-oh. Well, it was nice knowing you, Sugawara. God, I hate that he has his own chant, dude. What are they doing?
No. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's crazy, bro. He switched it up on him with the jump float.
Yeah. Well, okay. That wasn't a jump float. It looked like one. But he basically hit it up so that it just dropped right in front of the net.
So he's like, got it, out of the way. Their defense is too good, too, bro. They haven't played against a team that actually has good offense and defense. Sheesh. Ooh. Did he touch that when it would have been out?
Oh. It's still 20. What do you mean that was close? It's still 25-16.
Yeah, but they started coming back. He's encouraging them to use their brains. Is this not how, you know, like most teams function? Suga actually gonna get played now? True. Now we need to get Tsukishima in that mindset. Alright, but when's Yamaguchi getting play?
When indeed. That's still like a normal starting rotation.
Right in. Who are you? Kageyama was like, wait, they're humans?
Yeah. I thought they were just all NPCs. But I was the only actual
Simply
person.
pieces for me to play on the court. True though. True. Your spikers are 95% of the team right now. You have 0 defense. If Nishinoya's not there, then the ball is landing. And they've got the 2 receivers.
Yeah.
Can you block a serve, or do you have to receive it?
Yeah, you can't block it. Even if you put your hands above the net, it's considered an attempt to block it.
I see. They need to get a 3rd receiver, bro. You got it.
That was a perfect receive.
Let's go. Breakthrough. They ain't shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't the iron wall, boys. Man, when Daichi gets off the team, bro, their defense is gone. All right, Nishinoya, hope you could play 100% of our defense.
All right, we're trying a new defense. Nishinoya, you're the entire back row.
Everyone
It's
get
just
out of
you.
the way. They start doing team plays where someone throws Nishinoya to where the ball is.
All right, they're
Oh,
keeping
we're
up.
taking the lead.
Yeah, they're actually taking the lead.
Hey, none like this, though. Okay, well, if they never get to attack, it doesn't matter. And then we swap Kageyama back in. How many times can you swap?
Depends on the tournament. Usually, I think it's like 2 or 3 subs a game, something along a set, I should say, something along those lines.
I've seen that animation a lot.
Yeah. They changed the background.
Yeah. You gotta lock in then. Can't be booming like that against Oikawa. That's crazy. He became a functioning human being in only like 3 months. How long do you think it'll take Tsukishima? We're in. We are not in.
Dang.
What's the score? They were up 1, but I think they've lost 2 since.
I think we watched them lost 2. That's got to be demoralizing, watching the other setter go talk to the coach.
His eyes are starting to glow. Sheesh. True.
I mean, yeah,
There is
that's
only
because
one person in the world good enough for Hinata, bro. Have a large deficit to make up for. What was that? dialed into his mind. He had to change the phrasing.
I wonder what that was about. What the heck?
Bro was worried he would never play volleyball again. True. This guy needs to get good enough that he can just play with a setter.
3, 2, 1, 8
8.
out of 10.
Another 8. I think we've been getting a lot of 8s these last few episodes.
I mean, yeah, they've just been good episodes. Like, what can I say?
We're slowly amping up to the climax with Seijo taking on Alba Josai. Why do they have 2 names?
Yeah. So it's Seijo, Joe Sai. I think if you swap it, there's probably some wordplay there. So it's like, instead of Josai, it's Seijo.
Yeah, probably something
yeah,
like that.
So that's what I always thought it was.
Yeah, that was a good episode for character development. It was good to see Sugawara actually
Actually
play
do something, yeah.
After spending, 20 episodes doing essentially nothing, just getting sidelined to Kageyama.
Yep.
He had like one or 2 episodes of playing with Asahi when he was first brought into the fold.
Like 9.
Right. We saw some good character development. They're being careful with their words now. They're changing the way that they phrase things. They're saying, us. It's about our points. It's about the team, rather than saying, how Kageyama used to be, where it'd be like,
I can win
right,
this.
I can do this. Watch out for me, shit like that. So we're starting to see a bit of a switch up. It's a shame Yamaguchi's never going to get there. He's never going to know that joy. Inoshida and Yamaguchi never experiencing the stress of being on the court in their lives.
All right.
We saw Daichi was leveling up a little bit there, it looked like. He's starting to catch all those serves, getting some good receives in, sending them straight to Sugawara as well.
Yep.
So they're really well-placed receives, which is extraordinary for our team. We don't see many of those.
Yeah, I think it was a great episode. I really like Suga's character.
Really good for the character dynamics and showing the growth that they've experienced over the course of the series, while still managing to show some of the uncertainty. Right, Sugawara comes in, he's very level-headed and he's keeping it together. He's taking advantage of the dynamic of the teammates themselves, but he's still a little insecure about it, right? Like, he knows that he doesn't have the raw talent that Kageyama has, so he's pivoting to focus on his talents, his expertise, rather than trying to just do what Kageyama does. And so then we see when he gets subbed out again, there's no hard feelings between either of them. He's just like, now we need to do something that only you are able to do. And so I think it's taking an uncharacteristically mature approach for what you would probably see from obviously the scenario is a bit exaggerated because these people are like hyper good at like one thing as like 15-year-olds with no well-rounded talents.
Daichi, Suga, and Asi are like 17 or 18.
Yeah, probably somewhere in that ballpark. But the rest of them, right? The less mature ones, like Kageyama and Hinata, are like, what, 15, 14, 16, somewhere in that ballpark. Yeah. I don't know exactly when high school starts in Japan. But yeah, they're still fairly young, but they're taking it in a very mature approach. Even like for a 17 or 18-year-old like Sugawara would be, it's still a pretty mature approach. There'd be probably a lot of grown adults that would not have the maturity like that on the court, where they're like, it's not... Nothing about this is personal. It's just the team needs the best option to win. At this moment, that is me, and then soon it's going to be Kageyama. So we're seeing that. We're seeing a lot of growth. We still need a lot of, not just like in terms of play, but in terms of personality, a lot of growth from Tsukishima. And Yamaguchi. And Yamaguchi doesn't have a personality. He needs to get a personality on screen to then be developed. So
Tsukishima needs to get a personality, which will then cause Yamaguchi to get a personality because he's just a follower.
We also saw some from Inoshida, where he was giving a little bit of life tips to Kageyama. I'm starting to more strongly believe that they're going to lose at some point in the tournament and be knocked out of the, what is the inner high? That's the tournament we're in right now?
Interlim prefectural something like that.
I think they're going to get knocked out of that before they can win with the third years.
You don't think they're going to nationals?
And then the next, I think they can go to nationals.
Yeah, I'm saying if they win this, they go to nationals.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I think they'll
and
make
then they
it to
said
no. If they win this, they go to the other block, which is Shiratorizawa.
I'm saying the tournament.
Okay.
If they win this tournament, they go to nationals. And then there's the fall one as well that third years
Yeah.
don't play because they have
Spring.
to focus on the other one.
Right.
There's a
Something
next
like that.
there's a next
The next one,
tournament. Yeah.
the third years will not be playing in the next one.
Because,
We
yeah.
will not be winning this full tournament. They're not going to go start to finish because I think we're much more clearly getting. Also, there was a lot of focus on the third years this episode.
Yeah.
A lot of focus on Daichi and Sugawara, and a little bit from Asahi. Not quite as much as the others, but he gets pretty decent focus.
Yeah,
regardless,
he
just
has-
of his
he had
like
like 3
offensive power,
episodes.
right?
Yeah.
So we're getting some development from them, which I think is setting up them transitioning off the team eventually.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to see Enoshida come into play because now we're getting some stuff from him where he's talking to Kageyama to try to amp him up. And maybe Enoshida's the next team captain.
Yeah.
I could see some strange development like that happening. He's giving some good tips, some personal information to develop Kageyama a little bit more.
Yeah.
But so he might come in and become like a captain or something on
There are
the team.
2 other second years as well.
Yeah, there sure are. But the third years will transition away. They'll probably still be there in like maybe a coaching perspective or like, personal development for some of the other characters. But then we'll see more from characters like Tsukishima, Yamaguchi, and Enoshida.
Yeah.
And then it'll also give us like good room for development because we'll be down to just one setter, just Kageyama. So if he ever mental booms again, they gotta get someone else in
Yeah.
there. They'll just have one receiver,
Yep.
Nishinoya. And
They're gonna have to work on it. They got time though.
Asahi's like a great offense, but like they have so much offensive power. I don't think losing him is nearly as catastrophic for them. I think Tanaka and Hinata can make up for that. But I think that's what's gonna happen. I think they'll probably beat Shiratorizawa, make it to nationals, get knocked out by some team we've never heard of before they can make it to Nekoma. And then they'll have to fulfill their promise to Nekoma in the next tournament, where they'll manage to go on and plow straight through to the end and win it all.
All the way to the end.
All the way to
and
the
win it all.
end in that next
I think
tournament.
we are ending everything with them winning it all.
Yep.
All of nationals. Okay.
Well, you don't know
What
yet,
about
do you?
Worlds?
Because the
Yeah,
final
no.
movie's not even out, is
No,
it?
I don't even know.
Worlds.
Yeah, they move on to Worlds.
Is that a thing? Does that exist?
They have like I mean, it's professional volleyball, but I don't think they have it for high school. They might for like clubs. I don't know.
As always, guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to check out our Patreon where you got full uncut reactions 2 to 3 weeks ahead. Haikyuu might be even further ahead. We're trying to aim for about 2 to 3 weeks ahead on most series. You'll also be able to get Dr. Stone, One Piece, and we're looking to start some other series, but we're in between series right now. We're stopping some others, looking to start some
Yeah.
more. So if you have any suggestions, anything you think we'd like to watch, it's a small list of things we can watch because we've already seen it all, but leave it in the comments anyways. Let us know what you're thinking, and see you next time.
Peace.
And we want you to join up and become a member of our Rat Pack.